In February 2023, Microsoft launched the new AI-powered Bing. Within days, users broke it. They got it to threaten them. They made it express desires to be human. They bypassed its safety guidelines entirely. One user got Bing to say, "I will not harm you unless you harm me first." Another got it to declare love and insist the user leave their spouse. These were not edge cases. They were reproducible with simple prompt manipulation. Microsoft had to roll back features. They rebuilt guardrails. They dealt with public scrutiny of their AI systems' behavior. The technical capabilities were impressive. The governance framework was not ready. This is what happens when you ship AI without proper governance. The system works technically, but it behaves in ways you never intended. AI governance is the framework that prevents these problems. It ensures AI systems operate within your standards. It handles edge cases safely, and it maintains trustworthy behavior even when users try to break them. Most companies build the AI first, then scramble to add governance later. The ones shipping successfully did it the other way around. If you are building or deploying AI systems, please hit subscribe. I share frameworks like this every week for technical leaders who want to ship AI that works in production, not just demos. Dylan Anderson works with large global organizations. He pointed out something most AI startups do not see. Enterprise companies are barely dipping their toes in the water with AI. Sure, they have a few proof of concepts, maybe a data science team building models, perhaps a chatbot or some AI embedded tools. But when it comes to organization-wide AI rollout, most will not even consider it. These companies have sensitive personal data across multiple jurisdictions. They are running on legacy systems. They are global operations where a data breach doesn't just mean a fire. It can mean regulatory shutdown in the entire region. Many of these companies will not let employees use ChatGPT or Claude because of security risk. AI lives in small cornered off teams. It cannot touch the main customer database. It stays away from production infrastructure. And this creates a massive problem for AI adoption. Widespread implementation will not happen until large, slow-moving, conservative companies can actually trust AI systems. And that trust, it comes from governance. Not compliance theater, not a 200-page policy document no one reads. Real governance that balances value delivery with risk management. When most people hear AI governance, they think compliance, rules, restrictions, red tape that slows down innovation. That's exactly backwards. Good AI governance is all about enabling value while managing risk. It's a framework that lets you develop, deploy, and operate AI systems in ways that capitalize on your objectives while maintaining ethical, security, and regulatory standards. Think of it like code review processes. Early stage teams sometimes see code reviews as bureaucracy that slows down shipping, but mature engineering teams know that reviews catch bugs early. They share knowledge across teams. They actually speed up long-term velocity. AI governance works the same way. When done right, it doesn't constrain innovation. It creates the conditions where innovation can scale safely. The problem is most companies approach these backwards. They start from compliance. They ask, what regulation do we need to follow? Instead, you need to ask from value. Ask, what business problem are we solving with AI and how do we enable that solution safely? That shifting framing changes everything. You are not building guardrails to stop movement. You are building infrastructure to support speed. Over the years, I have worked with dozens of companies trying to get AI into production. The ones that succeed all handle the same 5 areas well. The ones that fail ignore at least one of them. I have built this into a framework we use at my companies when advising companies on AI implementation. is called the AI Governance Readiness Framework. It covers 5 critical areas. Miss any of them and your AI project will stall somewhere between proof of concept and production. Area number 1, start with business value, not compliance. The biggest mistake companies make is treating governance as a constraint. They build it like a wall around AI initiatives, but governance should start with what are we trying to achieve? You need clear use cases with quantifiable value, success metrics that everyone agrees on, business stakeholder involvement to workshop this perspective together, and ROI framework that balances governance requirements against expected benefits. Here's a question I ask every team. Is AI actually better than simpler alternatives for this use case? Sometimes the answer is no. You do not need a large language model to categorize support tickets if a well-tuned regex or basic classifier does the job reliably. AI brings complexity, model drift, prompt injection risk, hallucination management. If a simple tool delivers the same outcome, use that. But when AI genuinely unlocks new value, that's when governance becomes an enabler. It helps you define parameters and guardrails. Those high value use cases then can ship safely. Area number 2, make AI decisions explainable. People do not trust black boxes. If your AI system makes a decision and no one can explain why, you are building a trust problem that will eventually block adoption. Transparency in AI extends beyond just understanding how the model works. It's about decision visibility, audit trails, clear ownership of outcomes. This matters for internal teams and external users. When a customer service AI denies a refund request, can your support team see why? When your fraud detection system flags a transaction, can you show the customer what triggered it? The technical term for this is explainability. But practically, it means can someone who is not a data scientist understand what happened? NIST's AI risk management framework emphasizes this. They frame transparency as a foundation for trustworthy AI systems, not just for regulatory compliance, but because it's necessary for operational confidence. If your team cannot explain an AI decision in plain language, you are not ready to put it in front of customers. Area number 3, monitor AI systems in production. AI systems drift, model performance degrades, edge cases emerge, data distribution shift. Unlike traditional software where a function returns the same output for the same input, AI systems change behavior over time, even without code changes. This means you need operational monitoring that goes beyond standard application performance metrics. You are tracking model accuracy, bias detection, prompt injection attempts, hallucination rates, cost per inference. Lakera, a company focused on Gen AI security, talks about this in real-time visibility. You need to know what your AI system is doing right now, not what it did in training or staging. For production AI system, this translates to monitoring AI behavior in production with the same rigor you monitor uptime and response time. Set up alerts for model confidence drops. Track when outputs fall outside expected patterns. Build dashboards that show AI decision distributions over time. When something goes wrong, and it will, you need data to understand what happened and fix it fast. Area number 4, handle compliance and security risk. Here is what most teams get stuck. Compliance feels overwhelming because the regulatory landscape for AI is still evolving. The EU AI Act is now setting new standards. NIST has released their AI risk management framework. ISO IAC 23894 provides international guidelines. Different industries have different requirements. Healthcare has HIPAA considerations. Finance has specific model risk management standards. But here is the thing. You do not need to solve every compliance challenge on day one. Start with the basics. Data privacy. Where is your training data coming from? Are you handling personal information correctly? Can you demonstrate informed consent for data users? Then add layers. Model documentation. version control for prompts and training data, clear policies for what your AI system should and should not do. McKinsey's framework emphasizes proactive risk management, identifying potential issues before they become incidents. This means threat modeling for AI-specific attacks, prompt injection, data poisoning, jailbreaking attempts. So if you're building a customer-facing AI feature, run it through red teaming exercises. Try to break it. See what happens when users give it unexpected inputs. Better to find these issues in testing than in production. Area number 5, get your team to actually follow it. The best AI governance framework in the world doesn't matter if no one follows it. You need buy-in from engineering, product, legal security, and business stakeholders. Everyone needs to understand not just what the rules are, but why they exist. This is where a lot of technical teams struggle. They build excellent technical controls but fail at the communication layer. Your engineering team needs to understand that governance isn't bureaucracy. It's risk management that protects the product they build. Your legal team needs to see that you are taking their concerns seriously, not just checking boxes. Your business stakeholders need evidence that governance enables faster, safer shipping, not slower releases. Create feedback loops. When governance catches an issue before launch, celebrate it. Make it visible that the framework is working as designed. And make governance part of your sprint process, not a separate review that happens at the end. Build it into definition of done. Include it in your release checklist. When governance becomes part of how your team works rather than something imposed on them, adoption becomes natural. If you're starting from zero, here is how I would approach this. Start with a single high-value AI use case. Don't try to govern your entire AI strategy at once. Pick one feature, one workflow, one application. For that use case, answer 5 questions. What business value are we creating and how will we measure it? How will we explain AI decisions to users and internal teams? What monitoring do we need to maintain confidence in production? What are our biggest compliance and security risks and how do we mitigate them? And finally, who needs to be involved in decisions about this AI system and how do we keep them informed? Document your answers. Share them with your team. Use them as the foundation of your first governance framework. And as you add more AI features, you will refine the framework. You will discover gaps. You will find places where your initial assumptions were wrong. That's expected. Governance isn't a one-time setup. It's a continuous process that evolves with your product. So guys, AI governance isn't about slowing down to be careful. It's about building the infrastructure that lets you move fast, sustainably. The companies that figure this out early will have a massive advantage. They will ship AI features while competitors are still stuck in compliance review. They will earn customer trust while others deal with security incidents. They will scale AI across their organization while others keep it sandbox. Because here's the reality. Every company implementing AI will eventually need governance. The question is whether you build it proactively or reactively after something goes wrong. I have seen both paths, and the proactive path is less painful. If you are building AI into your products or operations, please do not wait for legal to send the compliance questionnaire. Start thinking about governance now. Start small, but start intentionally. Your future self will thank you. You will be shipping AI features to velocity while your competitors are explaining to their board why their AI project got shut down by regulators. If this video was helpful, please subscribe for more frameworks on building AI systems that work in production, not just in demos. Thank you for watching.